among believers and skeptics alike. Many debate and curiosity among those who witnessed the captivating video. The footage shows a radiant light descending upon the Dome of the Rock in Jerusalem before ascending towards the heavens. As the light settles, a mesmerizing image emerges, which many Christians interpret as the figures of Jesus Christ, the Archangel Michael, and a multitude of angels. This breathtaking sight has left viewers in a state of astonishment and wonder. The significance of this occurrence is amplified by its proximity to the Western Wall, a site steeped in centuries of prayer and unwavering faith. This manifestation of divine figures during a time of heightened conflict in Israel has only intensified the intrigue and wonder surrounding this extraordinary event. Join us as we continue to delve into the profound implications of this celestial visitation and the subsequent chain of extraordinary events it has set in motion. Before we delve into the captivating details of the recent celestial event over Jerusalem, let's take a moment to appreciate the unique historical and spiritual context of Israel. This isn't just any city, it's a land steeped in millennia of stories, legends, and deep religious significance. From epic biblical tales to fierce battles, this place has witnessed pivotal moments in human history. Whispers secrets of the past, where ancient ruins echo with echoes of bygone eras, and where the atmosphere itself feels charged with an undeniable mystique. Israel's history is interwoven with tales of divine intervention, from the miraculous parting of the Red Sea to the awe-inspiring stories of prophets and miracles. These extraordinary events have left their mark, imbuing the land with a unique spiritual aura that persists to this day. However, the allure of the supernatural in Israel isn't confined to ancient lore. Even in modern times, this land continues to be a focal point for unexplained phenomena. In 2023, videos surfaced showing peculiar orbs of light dancing above the Dome of the Rock, one of Jerusalem's most iconic landmarks. Eyewitnesses described the lights as shimmering and pulsating, defying any rational explanations offered by skeptics. Some speculated that the lights were of extraterrestrial origin, while others interpreted them as a divine message. Regardless of their true nature, the enigmatic lights ignited widespread curiosity and fueled speculation throughout the city. Adding to Israel's enigmatic allure is the tale of the 7 trumpets. Earlier this year, reports of strange and powerful sounds echoing across the land perplexed many. Believers flocked to the source, hoping to witness this extraordinary phenomenon firsthand. While skeptics offered rational explanations, those who experienced the sounds felt a powerful connection to the mysterious ways in which the divine can manifest. But it's not just visual spectacles that command attention in Israel. Sometimes it's the inexplicable coincidences that leave us pondering the mysteries of life. Tales of a man receiving a phone call from his deceased grandmother, or stories of miraculous healings that defy medical explanation abound. These events remind us that there's more to this world than meets the eye, and that sometimes reality can be stranger than fiction. So, why is Israel such a hotbed of supernatural activity? Part of the answer lies in its unique geography. Situated at the crossroads of continents and cultures, Israel has long been a melting pot of ideas, beliefs, and spiritual practices. It's a place where ancient traditions mingle with modern interpretations, creating fertile ground for extraordinary encounters. Moreover, as the heartland of Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, Israel holds immense spiritual significance for billions of people worldwide. For millennia, pilgrims have journeyed to its sacred sites in search of solace, enlightenment, and a connection to the divine. The land itself seems imbued with spiritual energy. In a land where miracles are woven into the fabric of everyday life, anything is possible. Perhaps one day you'll find yourself wandering the ancient streets of Jerusalem, witnessing something that leaves you breathless and in awe. For in Israel, the supernatural isn't just a story. It's a living, breathing reality that continues to captivate hearts and minds. Israel, a land steeped in history and faith, has long been a stage for extraordinary events. Jerusalem in particular seems to attract a greater share of these occurrences, enveloped in an air of mystery and divine connection. Throughout the ages, prophecies and tales of divine intervention have been interwoven with the city's very fabric. It is here, many believe, that God's presence is most keenly felt, especially in times of darkness and adversity. The Jewish people, having faced countless trials throughout history, have shown remarkable resilience, sustained by an unwavering belief in a higher power watching over them. Central to this divine protection is Archangel Michael, revered as the guardian of Israel in both ancient scriptures and modern faith. Each time Israel encounters adversity, whether it be persecution or threats to its existence, the hand of God is believed to guide, protect, and strengthen His chosen people. From the ancient Babylonian exile to the horrors of the Holocaust, attempts to eradicate the Jewish people have ultimately failed, further solidifying the belief in their divine protection. Despite centuries of displacement and persecution, Israel has not only survived, but thrived, a testament to their enduring faith and the providence of God. Recent years have witnessed a remarkable resurgence, with the nation experiencing restoration and blessings, symbolized by a significant increase in its Jewish population through mass immigration. Recognized as God's chosen people, many believers hold steadfast to the conviction that Israel is under heavenly protection, embodied by Archangel Michael. In October 1973, on Yom Kippur, the holiest day in the Jewish calendar, a coordinated attack by Egyptian and Syrian forces aimed to reclaim lost territory. Yet against all odds, Israel emerged victorious, further fueling the belief in divine intervention. This pattern of divine intervention, where unexpected circumstances are met with divine protection, is echoed in another intriguing event in December 2016. Reports emerged of a mysterious storm cloud laden with dust and rain, acting as a barrier that prevented ISIS from infiltrating Israel's Golan Heights region. This occurrence was interpreted by many as yet another instance of God's intervention on behalf of Israel, underscoring the belief in divine protection. Perhaps most striking are the eyewitness accounts of celestial visions above Israeli armored vehicles, resembling a multitude of angels. This awe-inspiring sight not only bolstered the morale of Israeli troops, but also instilled fear in their adversaries. Many analysts and believers interpret this as a sign of direct divine intervention and protection for Israel in a critical moment, showcasing the resilience of the Israeli people amidst the complexities of Middle Eastern geopolitics. The Bible's book of Revelation paints a fascinating picture of angels not as mere bystanders, but as active participants in the unfolding of human history, particularly in the story of Israel. It seems that during times of great upheaval and chaos, as humanity seemingly teeters on the brink, the presence and involvement of these celestial beings become even more pronounced. They serve as messengers of profound significance, embodying a higher reality. So, it's perhaps not surprising that such sightings are often recorded during pivotal moments in Israel's modern history. Many Christians today believe that angels are still present among us, working behind the scenes. Even in our modern world, there are those who claim to have encountered angels. Some may be aware of these angelic encounters, while others may not even realize they've interacted or perhaps even conversed with an angel. Christian faith teaches that God instructs His angels to watch over and protect us in all aspects of our lives, ensuring our safety and well-being. These loyal spirits closest to God and marked by Him, are entrusted with the responsibility of safeguarding us. It's a captivating thought, isn't it? Do you believe you have a personal guardian angel watching over you? Even more intriguing is the Christian belief that entire nations have their own guardian angels. In fact, it's said that Israel is under the watchful eye of one of the most powerful angels. Biblical prophecy suggests that Israel will face significant challenges, leading to a period of refinement until they ultimately recognize their true Messiah. The appearance of Archangel Michael in sacred scripture, particularly in Jerusalem, raises intriguing questions about the divine message or task entrusted to him by God, especially in relation to Israel. The widespread and diverse nature of these accounts has only deepened the awe and wonder surrounding the archangel's manifestation, solidifying its status as a truly extraordinary and transformative event in Jerusalem's history. This miraculous event has reverberated across the globe, inspiring a profound sense of wonder, hope, and anticipation. It has the potential to shape the future of the Holy City and carry far-reaching implications for the world. The presence of Archangel Michael in Jerusalem holds immense spiritual significance for the three major Abrahamic religions: Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. Each faith reveres the archangel as a powerful celestial being and a protector of the faithful. In the Jewish tradition, Archangel Michael is regarded as the guardian of the Jewish people, symbolizing divine protection and guidance. For Christians, the archangel's appearance is a testament to God's continued intervention in the world, offering a source of inspiration and hope. In Islam, the archangel is known as Gabriel and is revered as one of the four greatest angels, a messenger of God's will. Consequently, the appearance of Archangel Michael in Jerusalem has the potential to unite these diverse religious communities, fostering a sense of shared purpose and divine connection. The city of Jerusalem holds immense geopolitical importance as it lies at the heart of ongoing conflicts and tensions in the Middle East. The appearance of Archangel Michael in this volatile region could reshape the global political landscape, potentially leading to peace and stability. In Christian belief, Israel is considered God's chosen people, and they have the extraordinary angelic protector, Michael. Michael is an archangel, a pure spirit created by God, who serves as a crucial messenger to humanity. Archangel Michael is deeply revered in the Abrahamic religions for his immense power, courage, and unwavering dedication to protecting God's people. He is often depicted as a warrior angel, wielding a flaming sword and standing as a guardian against evil. The name Michael derives from the Hebrew words Mikael, meaning "who is like God." This question is a rhetorical challenge emphasizing God's greatness and uniqueness. In the book of Daniel, Michael is described as the great prince who stands guard over God's people. In the book of Revelation, Michael and his angels are portrayed engaging in a cosmic battle against Satan and his demonic forces. In the realm of ancient texts and sacred scriptures, where the mysteries of the divine unfold, Archangel Michael's presence echoes through the ages. With a countenance radiant with strength and purpose, he stands as a beacon of hope and protection, his celestial wings spanning the vast expanse of heaven. This mighty archangel plays a significant role in the grand tapestry of human history, offering protection, guidance, and hope to those who believe it true. To truly grasp the significance of Archangel Michael, we must delve into the pages of the Bible, where his name is inscribed in prophecies and accounts of divine intervention. The book of Daniel introduces us to Michael as one of the chief princes, a celestial being entrusted with the protection and guidance of God's chosen people. Through visions and revelations, Daniel witnesses spiritual battles unfolding in the heavenly realms, with Michael leading the charge, against the forces of darkness. However, Michael's influence extends far beyond ancient scriptures. Throughout history, tales of divine intervention and miraculous deliverance attest to his presence. From the Israelites' exodus from Egypt to the Jewish people's triumphs over persecution, Michael's hand can be seen guiding the course of human events. In modern times, amidst the turmoil of wars and conflicts, reports surface of celestial visions above Israeli armored vehicles, symbolizing divine protection amidst the chaos of battle. In recent years, a curious phenomenon has captured global attention: strange trumpet-like sounds emanating from the sky. While their origins remain shrouded in mystery, these unexplained occurrences have sparked both fear and fascination. Could these sounds be the harbingers of the apocalypse, as foretold in the Bible's book of Revelation? Or are they simply natural phenomena, yet to be understood by science? The connection to the Bible is undeniable. Some interpret the sounds as reminiscent of the 7 trumpets described in Revelation, each signifying a new apocalyptic event. This has fueled speculation about the arrival of the end times. Additionally, the biblical account of the walls of Jericho collapsing after trumpets were blown, Joshua 6, reinforces the idea that loud sounds from the sky hold deep religious significance. These examples demonstrate how the concept of celestial sounds carrying important messages is deeply ingrained in our cultures and beliefs. Meanwhile, others interpret the floating objects sighted in the sky as a sign of Jesus' imminent return to Earth. Are these merely quirks of nature, or could there be a deeper, more divine message encoded in these celestial phenomena? The questions surrounding these events remain unanswered, leaving room for both curiosity and skepticism. Why haven't they been studied more extensively? Is it due to science's current inability to explain them? Or are there other reasons, such as fear of public panic? As we grapple with these mysteries, it's crucial to approach them with both an open mind and a critical eye. Whether these occurrences are natural phenomena, divine messages, or something else entirely, they serve as a reminder of the vastness of the universe and the enduring power of faith and belief. Prepare yourselves for a captivating exploration that bridges the gap between the celestial realm and our modern world. We will delve into signs of great significance whispered about for millennia and foretold in the Bible, which are now reverberating through current events. As previously discussed, the trumpets of judgment do not appear merely once, but 7 times. The number 7 often symbolizes completion or wholeness. For instance, God completed creation on the 7th day, Genesis 1. This number recurs over 700 times throughout the Bible. Consider Jacob's 7 years of labor for Laban to marry his daughter, Genesis 29. Even in the book of Revelation, 7 is a key number, appearing in seals, trumpets, and more. It is a number often associated with the holy works of God. In the book of Revelation, 7 angels sound these trumpets, heralding the end times and God's judgment. When the first angel blows his trumpet, hail, fire, and blood rain down, scorching a third of the trees and all the green grass. Each subsequent trumpet brings further devastation and plagues upon the earth. Who will hear these trumpet blasts? John certainly heard the trumpets when Christ revealed them to him. However, there is no definitive indication that the rest of humanity will hear them. In recent times, nearly every American has reported hearing strange sounds. Could this be a sign from God for all to hear? The crucial question is, who recognizes these sounds as the real deal? The events marked by these trumpets are of paramount importance for everyone, and God has given us a forewarning so we can choose the right path before these events unfold. The recent volcanic eruption in the Tonga Islands paints a striking picture that seems to echo imagery from the book of Revelation. This massive, underwater volcano in the South Pacific sent shock waves rippling across the ocean, causing unusually high waves as far away as the Caribbean. The sheer force of this eruption, equivalent to a staggering 15 megatons of TNT, was hundreds of times more powerful than the atomic bomb used in World War II. This dramatic event serves as a stark reminder of both humanity's vulnerability to nature's fury and God's ultimate control over creation. Such immense occurrences naturally lead to widespread concern and fear. Is this merely a natural phenomenon, or is it a message from God? In Isaiah 33:12, the sounding of the first trumpet is accompanied by the words, "The peoples will be burned to ashes. Like cut thorn bushes, they will be set ablaze." Could this be a sign that even more devastating disasters are in store for humanity? The prophecies of Isaiah and the warnings of Peter both suggest that significant calamities may be on the horizon. The eruption of Mount Vesuvius in 79 AD, which buried the ancient city of Pompeii, reveals a similar story. While Pompeii showcased an advanced culture, it was also rife with moral decay, with rampant prostitution and a decline in values. Does this destruction serve as a cautionary tale? Could it be that disobedience and a turning away from God's ways ultimately lead to His wrath and judgment? While the destruction of Pompeii may seem like an apocalyptic event, modern technology allows for the creation of similar effects, leading to doubt and speculation. In the midst of heated debate and differing opinions, believers are encouraged to seek discernment and wisdom in their pursuit of truth. Whether these occurrences are genuine manifestations of divine glory or cleverly crafted illusions, let us approach the discussion with humility and a steadfast commitment to uncovering the truth. In our quest for understanding, we draw closer to God's creation's mysteries and His divine plan's unfathomable depths. The debate about the authenticity of these videos is sparking lively conversations and dividing believers and skeptics. But as followers of Christ, we're called to approach the truth with discernment and wisdom, always guided by God's Word. To really understand what's happening, it's important to look at the evidence carefully, just like the people of Berea did in the Bible, Acts 17:11. They studied the Scriptures to see if the claims they heard were true. Let's take a closer look at the supposed footage of an alien spaceship above the sacred dome of the Rock. Using biblical principles can help us figure out what to make of it. The Apostle Paul reminds us in 1 Thessalonians 5:21 to test everything and hold on to what is good. This means we should compare what we see with the truth of God's Word. When we examine the footage closely, some inconsistencies become clear. The so-called spaceship looks very small compared to the magnificent dome, making us question if it really came from another world. As we experience this extraordinary event, let's explore the deeper meaning it could hold. This captivating event invites us to delve deeper into the spiritual dimensions of our existence. It transcends time and space, serving as a powerful reminder of God's presence in our lives and the strength of unwavering faith. It encourages us to look beyond the tangible world and perceive the divine hand at work all around us. In a world often filled with confusion and uncertainty, this celestial spectacle emerges as a beacon of hope and a call to prayer. It echoes the timeless wisdom of the Bible, guiding us through life's challenges. Just as ancient prophets deciphered the signs of their times, we too are called to listen attentively to the divine messages woven into the fabric of our present reality. This celestial spectacle, transcending all religious boundaries, serves as a universal call to awaken our spirits and seek solace in the divine. It ignites within us an undeniable yearning for a deeper connection with the cosmos, reminding us that we are not alone in this vast universe. As we reflect upon this awe-inspiring event, let us not be consumed by doubt, but rather embrace it as a testament to the boundless mysteries that lie beyond our comprehension. Let us find strength in the unwavering faith of those who came before us, and let us hold on to the conviction that the same divine light that illuminates the heavens also resides within each of us. In closing, let us turn our hearts and minds. Imagine standing in the heart of Jerusalem, a city steeped in history and faith, when an extraordinary event unfolds before your eyes. Just moments ago, the world was shaken by unprecedented images, a supernatural phenomenon captured on camera. Some are calling it a divine sign, a harbinger of Jesus' return. Others fear it's a sinister omen, a precursor to the Antichrist's reign. What truly transpired in that hallowed ground? Are we on the precipice of a new era, one prophesied in ancient texts? We're about to delve into the heart of the mystery, uncovering long-hidden secrets buried beneath the iconic Dome of the Rock. These revelations are stirring controversy among scholars and igniting fervent debate among believers worldwide. Is this a celestial message or a deceptive illusion? Join us as we dissect these enigmatic images, frame by frame. Could they hold the key to unlocking the prophecies of the end times? Are we witnessing the dawn of a new age, filled with both hope and trepidation? Before we embark on this extraordinary journey, hit that subscribe button to stay updated on the latest developments. And remember to share your thoughts and gratitude in the comments below. Let's unravel this enigma together. Jerusalem, a city where history and faith intertwine, is a place of profound spiritual significance for billions worldwide. At its heart lies the Dome of the Rock, a shimmering jewel against the sky, revered by Muslims, Christians, and Jews alike. This iconic structure, perched atop a hill, has stood as a testament to human spirituality for centuries. But beneath its golden dome, a story is unfolding that could rewrite the pages of history. Recent archaeological excavations have unearthed astonishing discoveries that challenge our understanding of the past. Evidence of an enigmatic entity believed to have existed for millions of years has been found within the sacred precincts of this holy site. How did this being come to be there? What does its existence imply for our perception of time, life, and the divine? The Dome of the Rock itself is a masterpiece of Islamic architecture commissioned by the Umayyad Caliph Abd al-Malik in the 7th century. This breathtaking structure, adorned with intricate mosaics and calligraphy, is the oldest surviving Islamic monument. Yet, its foundations delve far deeper into antiquity. The site is revered by Muslims as the noble sanctuary, where the Prophet Muhammad is believed to have ascended to heaven. For Jews, it is the Temple Mount, the holiest site in Judaism, where the first and second temples once stood. The rock at the heart of the dome is a focal point of Muslim worship. Tradition holds that it was from this very spot that the Prophet Muhammad embarked on his miraculous night journey, the Isra, to Jerusalem, and then ascended to heaven, the Miraj. This extraordinary event, described in the Quran, is a cornerstone of Islamic belief. The Dome of the Rock is not alone in its sacred status. Nearby, the Al-Aqsa Mosque is another revered Islamic site. Often the term Al-Aqsa Mosque encompasses the entire elevated plateau, including the Dome of the Rock. This complex, with its rich history and spiritual depth, stands as a symbol of unity and diversity, a place where people from different faiths have converged for centuries to seek solace, inspiration, and a deeper connection to the divine. The Dome of the Rock stands as a magnificent enigma, its golden dome shimmering against Jerusalem's skyline. More than just a beautiful building, it is a complex symbol, woven into the fabric of three major religions. While commonly associated with the Islamic tradition as the site of the Prophet Muhammad's ascension to heaven. This belief, though deeply held, is not explicitly stated in the dome's inscriptions. The connection between the site and the Prophet's night journey, mentioned in 9th century accounts, gained prominence only centuries later. This historical discrepancy adds a layer of intrigue to the monument's significance. The dome's original purpose remains shrouded in mystery. Its unique architectural style, unlike traditional mosques, suggests a deliberate intent to bridge Islam with the Abrahamic faiths. Inspired by Byzantine architecture, particularly the nearby octagonal Church of the Mother of God, the dome may have been a statement of Islamic power, a visual challenge to the grandeur of Christian structures in Jerusalem, such as the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. The dome's Arabic inscriptions are a powerful declaration of monotheism, explicitly rejecting Christian doctrines. Some historians speculate that the Caliph Abd al-Malik, the dome's patron, envisioned it as a replacement for the Kaaba in Mecca as the focal point of the Hajj pilgrimage. However, this theory is contested by modern scholars who point to potential biases in historical accounts. An alternative perspective suggests a deeper spiritual purpose for the dome. It may have served as an eschatological symbol, reflecting Islamic and Byzantine beliefs about the end times and the afterlife. This interpretation aligns with the monument's awe-inspiring architecture and its placement on a site of profound religious importance. For Jews, the Dome of the Rock occupies an equally sacred space. Known as the Temple Mount, it was once the site of Solomon's Temple, the heart of Jewish religious life and home to the Ark of the Covenant. The dome's presence on this hallowed ground underscores the complex interplay of faiths in Jerusalem. The Dome of the Rock, a resplendent octagon crowned by a golden dome, stands as a testament to both architectural brilliance and spiritual aspiration. Its impact extends far beyond its physical form, resonating deeply with millions across the globe. Beyond its aesthetic allure, this iconic structure emerges as a strategic maneuver to elevate Islam's stature among the world's monotheistic religions. By masterfully incorporating Byzantine artistic elements and strategically situating the dome on a site imbued with religious significance, its creators embarked on a deliberate course to forge connections with both Christianity and Judaism. Beneath the majestic dome, a subterranean narrative unfolds, one that has the potential to redefine our comprehension of history. Recent archaeological excavations have unearthed a startling discovery: an ancient manuscript guarded by the enigmatic presence of a colossal serpent. This extraordinary artifact, adorned with symbols that defy linguistic interpretation, has ignited a fervent quest to unlock its secrets. The implications of this discovery are profound, as it challenges the very foundations upon which our understanding of the past is constructed. This enigmatic manuscript is more than a mere relic. It is a key that could unlock a realm of knowledge previously concealed from human understanding. Its potential to reshape our perception of history is immense, as it invites us to contemplate a reality far more complex and intricate than our current narratives suggest. As scientists venture deeper into the heart of this mystery, they are met with a mixture of awe and apprehension. The questions that arise are as vast and complex as the universe itself. What untold stories does this manuscript contain? What dangers might be unleashed as its secrets are revealed? The Dome of the Rock, once a revered sanctuary of faith and a symbol of political power, has now become the epicenter of a scientific odyssey. This sacred site, imbued with centuries of spiritual and historical significance, has yielded a discovery that challenges our linear conception of time and history. The manuscript found beneath its hallowed ground invites us to consider a more intricate tapestry of human existence, where the past, present, and future intertwine in ways we have yet to fully comprehend. It is a testament to the enduring power of human curiosity and the boundless potential of discovery. The discovery of the ancient manuscript beneath the Dome of the Rock is nothing short of a seismic event, a profound disruption to our understanding of the past. It's as if a veil has been lifted, revealing a hidden chapter in the grand story of humanity. The Bible, a timeless text, speaks of enigmatic prophecies and divine revelations that transcend human comprehension. The words of Daniel, who was instructed to seal a book until the end times, echo through the centuries and find a startling resonance in this newly unearthed document. As experts from various fields converge on this extraordinary find, they are confronted with a cipher of unparalleled complexity. The manuscript's symbols and coded messages seem to defy conventional interpretation, hinting at a knowledge base far beyond our current grasp. The enigmatic presence of the colossal serpent adds a layer of mystique, perhaps symbolizing the guardianship of ancient wisdom or the timeless struggle between light and darkness. Beyond the realm of historical inquiry, this discovery ignites profound spiritual questions. Could we be on the cusp of a paradigm shift? A moment when human knowledge merges with something far greater? The biblical notion of an appointed time for all things suggests that this revelation may be part of a cosmic plan. The collaborative efforts of scientists and theologians are essential in unlocking the secrets embedded within the manuscript's pages. With each symbol deciphered, each line translated, we inch closer to understanding the worldview of those who created it. What philosophies, what beliefs, what aspirations are encoded in this ancient text? And how will their insights reshape our perception of the world? The manuscript is more than just a collection of archaic symbols. It's a bridge connecting distant eras. It reminds us that history is not a static narrative, but a dynamic tapestry woven with countless threads of human experience. As we stand on the precipice of a new era of understanding, we are compelled to contemplate the vastness of human knowledge and the infinite possibilities that lie ahead. The Dome of the Rock, a place of profound spiritual and historical significance, becomes a focal point for this intellectual odyssey. With the discovery of this manuscript, the quest for knowledge has taken on a new urgency, promising to redefine our understanding of the past, present, and future. The colossal serpent coiled beside the ancient manuscript is more than just a curious anomaly. It's a potent symbol that echoes through millennia of human thought and belief. The serpent, in its various forms, has been a complex and multifaceted figure in countless cultures and religions. In the biblical narrative, the serpent is unequivocally linked to evil. In the Garden of Eden, it is the cunning deceiver, the adversary who tempts humanity away from divine grace. This portrayal of the serpent as a symbol of deception and corruption has persisted through Christian tradition, culminating in the apocalyptic imagery of Revelation. Yet, the serpent's symbolism is far from monolithic. In many ancient cultures, it was revered as a symbol of wisdom, healing, and regeneration. The snake's ability to shed its skin and be reborn has been seen as a metaphor for transformation and renewal. This dual nature of the serpent, a creature of both darkness and light, mirrors the complexities of the human experience. In the context of the manuscript, the serpent's presence invites us to consider multiple interpretations. It could be a sinister guardian, protecting dark secrets from human eyes, or perhaps it symbolizes a profound transformation about to unfold, a shedding of old paradigms to reveal new truths. The serpent's association with the Garden of Eden also prompts us to reflect on the nature of temptation and the eternal struggle between good and evil. The manuscript's discovery might be seen as a new chapter in this ancient conflict, a challenge to humanity's moral compass. Moreover, the serpent's role in mythology and folklore often involves a connection to the underworld or the realm of the dead. Could the manuscript contain knowledge from a hidden world, a realm beyond human comprehension? Or does the serpent represent a guardian of that hidden knowledge, protecting it from those who are not ready? As we delve deeper into the symbolism of the serpent and its connection to the manuscript, it becomes evident that this discovery is more than just an archaeological find. It is a catalyst for philosophical, theological, and psychological exploration. The serpent, with its enigmatic nature, invites us to question our assumptions, to embrace ambiguity, and to seek deeper meaning in the world around us. The ancient manuscript unearthed beneath the dome of the rock is a remarkable find, offering the potential to unlock deep insights into the ancient history and religious practices of the region. The manuscript's age and the intricate symbols it contains have captured the attention of scholars and researchers eager to decipher its meanings and historical context. Ancient texts like this one act as bridges to the past, giving us a glimpse into the lives, beliefs, and traditions of the civilizations that created them. This particular manuscript could shed light on how Islamic beliefs, along with other religious traditions, have evolved and influenced each other throughout history. The significance of discovering this manuscript extends beyond just understanding the document itself. It has profound implications for how we perceive the role of the Dome of the Rock in religious history. By thoroughly analyzing the manuscript, researchers might uncover new information that could redefine the traditional narratives surrounding this sacred site, offering a more nuanced and complex understanding of its importance. Just as God has revealed His mysteries and truths to humanity over the course of history, we can anticipate that ongoing research and exploration will continue to uncover deeper layers of His divine plan for this region. The discoveries we make today have the potential to do more than just add to our historical and spiritual knowledge. They can also deepen our understanding of how the past connects with the present, enriching our appreciation for the unfolding of God's plan over time. As scholars and theologians develop new interpretations of these findings, they hold the power to reshape our understanding in ways that could strengthen our faith. These fresh insights might help us align our lives more closely with the divine wisdom that is revealed in the Scriptures, offering us guidance on how to live in accordance with God's will. This ongoing quest for knowledge is not just about acquiring information. It is a journey that brings us closer to the truth, encouraging us to reflect more deeply on God's greater purpose in our lives and in the grand narrative of the world's history. As we engage with these discoveries, we are invited to consider how they might illuminate aspects of God's plan that we have not yet fully understood. Each revelation, no matter how small, is a piece of a larger puzzle, helping us to see the bigger picture of God's work throughout the ages. This process of learning and discovery is a spiritual journey that invites us to grow in our faith, to seek wisdom, and to deepen our relationship with the divine. Ultimately, the pursuit of knowledge and understanding is about more than just intellectual growth. It is about connecting more deeply with the truths that God has woven into the fabric of the universe. As we uncover these truths, we are reminded that God's plan is vast and intricate, encompassing not only the history of the region, but also the broader history of the world. Each new discovery is a reminder of God's presence in our lives and in the world around us, calling us to trust in His plan and to find our place within it.
Strange things just seen in the sky of Jerusalem. Today, let's explore the recent extraordinary event witnessed in the skies over Israel, which has sparked widespread speculation and curiosity. As believers, we're reminded of the biblical teachings regarding Jesus Christ's promised return to earth in triumph, a personal, visible, and glorious event. Recent events, including conflicts in the Middle East and natural disasters in Mecca, seem to align with prophecies from the Bible. Additionally, discussions surrounding the potential rebuilding of the Third Temple have captured the attention of many, raising questions about the fulfillment of ancient prophecies. The appearance of angels throughout history has often been interpreted as divine intervention, particularly during times of great tribulation. Could these celestial beings signify God's sovereign hand at work amidst the chaos of the world? Let's delve deeper into this video to uncover the answers to these questions and gain a better understanding of these mysterious occurrences and their potential implications. In recent times, our skies have become a stage for some truly peculiar sightings. Everywhere you turn, people are buzzing with chatter, pondering the significance of these aerial enigmas. Are they divine messages from above, or perhaps something more earthly in origin? Some swear they've glimpsed clouds taking on the form of angels, while others claim encounters with beings from beyond our world. And then there's that one unforgettable incident, a colossal figure looming in the heavens, mistaken by some as a celestial visitation from Jesus himself. These sightings have ignited a wildfire of debate and speculation, leaving us all grasping for answers. But as conversations swirl around these mysterious events, many find themselves turning to the ancient words of the Bible for insight. Take, for instance, Matthew 24:3, where Jesus' disciples inquire about the signs heralding his return. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, "Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world?" The passage speaks of signs in the sky preceding the arrival of the Son of Man, descending with power and glory upon the clouds. It's no wonder many draw parallels between these sightings and biblical prophecy. Indeed, the Bible paints a vivid picture of warning signs, cautioning those who ignore them to brace themselves for the shock of Christ's return. Yet, amidst this uncertainty, there's a glimmer of hope for the faithful. Luke 21:28 offers solace to those who heed the signs. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. Jesus' words urge believers to stand tall, for their deliverance is on the horizon. For those who pay attention to these divine signals, there's a promise of salvation from the impending wrath of God. So, let us not simply marvel at these celestial spectacles, but instead, let us heed the call to readiness, for our redemption is nearer than we think. The Bible underscores the importance of remaining vigilant and attuned to the signs signaling significant events. Let's take a deep dive into the scriptures to uncover what they reveal about angels and the indicators of God's return. According to biblical teachings, angels are not just abstract concepts, but rather personal spiritual beings endowed with intelligence, emotions, and will. This applies to both the benevolent and malevolent angels. Although they lack physical bodies in the conventional sense, they possess personalities capable of assuming physical forms when necessary. Despite their considerable intelligence, angels possess limited knowledge compared to the Almighty. They were created as a higher order of beings than humans, inherently endowed with superior understanding. Their insight is further enriched through prolonged observation of human affairs. Unlike humans, angels do not rely on historical records to gain knowledge. Their understanding is gleaned through direct observation, affording them a unique perspective on unfolding events in accordance with God's divine plan. This distinctive characteristic sets them apart from humanity in their comprehension and interpretation of God's design. Angelic insight and foresight enable them to predict human behavior with remarkable accuracy, owing to their extensive observation of human actions. Although possessing their own wills, angels remain subject to the divine will. Good angels are dispatched by God to aid believers, embodying an entirely separate order of being from humans. Contrary to popular belief, human beings do not metamorphose into angels after death, nor were angels ever human. Both were distinct creations of the Almighty. The Bible vividly describes angels appearing in magnificent forms. For instance, Daniel's vision in chapter 10 portrays Gabriel with a body like beryl, a face shining like lightning, eyes resembling torches of fire, and limbs like burnished bronze. Similarly, the angel at Christ's tomb is depicted with a radiant countenance and attire as white as snow. These accounts emphasize that angels are not mere figments of imagination but real beings crafted by God. Biblical stories, such as those involving Abraham in Genesis 18 and 19, testify to the tangible presence of angels. These celestial beings can appear and disappear at will, confirming their genuine and physical nature. While angelic appearances were rare in biblical times, modern interest in angels is growing. Reports of angelic encounters, while not widespread, are not uncommon. Angels, often seen as messengers, play significant roles in various faith traditions, continuing to captivate human interest. Contemporary accounts feature a range of angelic visitations. Some encounters involve mysterious strangers who prevent harm before disappearing, leaving behind a profound sense of peace and divine presence. In other cases, individuals catch fleeting glimpses of winged or white-robed beings, experiencing brief moments of heavenly communion. Witnesses of angelic visitations often emerge from these encounters with a profound reassurance of God's existence, enveloped in a deep sense of peace. Despite the enigmatic nature of such visitations, they affirm a profound connection to the divine, similar to the angelic choir heralding Jesus' birth in Luke 2:13, where suddenly a great company of the heavenly host appeared with the angel, praising God and saying. Some individuals report choir-like experiences in places of worship. Though these encounters may not convey specific messages, they evoke spiritual elation, offering comfort and a heightened sense of the sacred. Another type of angelic visit often involves feeling physical sensations, like being hugged by gentle wings or arms. Many elderly individuals, especially when feeling very alone, share experiencing these comforting feelings. These encounters highlight God's role as the ultimate source of comfort, reflecting scriptural mentions of God's protective wings. These various experiences with angels show that God and angels are still very much active in our world. Even though these encounters are mysterious, they strengthen people's belief in God's help and the comforting presence of heavenly beings. As believers, we derive solace from the assurance that angels persist in guarding and protecting God's people today, just as they safeguarded individuals in the past. They remain vigilant in their role as guardians. The biblical admonition in Hebrews 13:2, "Do not neglect to show hospitality to strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unawares," reminds us to extend hospitality to strangers as we may unknowingly encounter angels among us. Angelic visitations often manifest in various forms, leaving individuals with a profound sense of peace and an assurance of God's presence. Some encounters involve physical sensations, such as feeling embraced by unseen arms during times of loneliness. These experiences serve as poignant reminders of God's comforting presence in our lives. While acknowledging the comforting presence of God's angels, it's crucial to heed the warnings of Scripture regarding fallen angels aligned with Satan, who seek to undermine and destroy God's people. This underscores the importance of discernment and spiritual vigilance. Yet, we find ultimate solace in Jesus' promise of enduring presence, surpassing even celestial beings, offering strength and reassurance in every circumstance. Biblical prophecy, as foretold by Jesus and the Apostle John, speaks of supernatural signs in the heavens, signaling the culmination of the end times. These signs include the darkening of the sun, moon, falling stars, and celestial disturbances, serving as divine warnings, heralding the fulfillment of God's ultimate plan for redemption and judgment. The sixth seal, described in Revelation 6:12-17, depicts dramatic events signaling an impending divine wrath. These events include a massive earthquake, the darkening of the sun, the moon appearing red like blood, and stars falling from the sky. These cosmic upheavals symbolize God's impending judgment as people seek refuge from divine retribution. In the face of this terror, people from all walks of life, including kings and slaves, desperately seek shelter in caves and under rocks, hoping to escape the divine punishment raining down upon the earth. Throughout history, humans have been fascinated by celestial phenomena, often interpreting them as signs or messages from the divine. Eclipses and comets, once feared as ominous signs, have now been explained by modern science as natural occurrences. In today's modern world, where we've mapped out the skies and can predict astronomical events with incredible accuracy, the fulfillment of biblical prophecies might need something truly extraordinary to grab our attention. Think about it. Christ's predictions of mind-blowing celestial displays could be the unmistakable signs we've been waiting for, signaling divine intervention and the nearing of Judgment Day. When Jesus talked about these supernatural signs in the sky, he wasn't exactly speaking in a vacuum. He was drawing on a rich tapestry of prophecies from the Old Testament. Just imagine the imagery he evoked: the sun going dark, stars falling, and the very heavens shaking. These weren't just random metaphors. They were deeply rooted in the prophetic literature of the time. Throughout the Old Testament, we see these same themes recurring: cataclysmic events, all tied to what's known as the Day of the Lord. Take Isaiah, for example. He paints a vivid picture of a day when human arrogance will be put in its place, and only God will be left standing tall. These prophecies aren't just about doom and gloom. They're warnings about the dangers of pride and the importance of humility before our Creator. But let's be real here. Human pride can be a pretty stubborn obstacle when it comes to connecting with God. Sometimes it takes a seismic shakeup to get us to wake up from our self-centered slumber. That's where divine intervention comes in. By rattling the very foundations of our world, God reminds us of our vulnerability and our need to humble ourselves before Him. So when you see the heavens trembling and the earth shaking, don't just brush it off as some cosmic coincidence. Take it as a cue to refocus your gaze and realign your priorities. Because in the end, it's all about recognizing our place in the grand scheme of things and acknowledging the power and majesty of the One who holds it all together. Amidst all the chaos and strange signs in the sky, people are going to realize just how worthless their idols really are. And I'm not just talking about those old-fashioned statues people used to worship. No, we're talking about the thing we're obsessed with nowadays, like chasing after money and always wanting more. The Apostle Paul saw this coming ages ago, comparing our modern fixation on possessions, entertainment, and luxury to the idol worship condemned in the Bible. But when all this craziness hits, it's going to show us just how pointless it is to keep piling up stuff just for the sake of having it. Isaiah paints a pretty vivid picture of what's going to happen when Judgment Day rolls around. He talks about the sky going dark and even the stars and the moon losing their shine. It's like the universe itself is getting ready for a big showdown. And Ezekiel, in his writings about Egypt's Pharaoh, adds to this picture by talking about more signs in the sky, more darkness and gloom, all because of human arrogance and sin. All these crazy cosmic happenings are supposed to be a wake-up call for us. They're God's way of saying, hey, stop chasing after all this stuff that doesn't really matter. Focus on what's important and humble yourselves before me. You see, all this darkness in the Bible isn't just about some ancient story. It's a symbol of God shaking things up to get our attention. These celestial signs, like the darkening of the sun and moon, are meant to get us ready for when Jesus comes back and sets up His kingdom. God wants us to see our sins, like being prideful, greedy, or putting things before Him so we can turn around and get right with Him. Even though the idea of God being angry might seem scary, it's all about Him trying to set things right and show His love and justice at the same time. Jesus even talks about this in the Bible, comparing the end times to the days of Noah. Back then, people were just as wicked and messed up as they are now, but they didn't listen to the warnings. And when God had enough, He sent a flood to wipe the slate clean. It's not that God wants to see us suffer, it's just that He can't stand to see us hurt ourselves anymore. So, when you see all these crazy things happening in the world, take it as a sign to stop and think about what really matters, because God's trying to get through to us, even if it means shaking things up a bit. In Revelation 6:1, I saw something extraordinary unfold. The Lamb breaking open the first of 7 seals. It was as if the whole world held its breath, waiting to see what would happen next. The souls of those who had been martyred cried out to God, pleading for justice against the evils and oppressions of the earth. God's anger, though righteous, is tempered with love and truth. His judgment is driven by a deep desire to address the corruption and moral decay that have plagued humanity. Jesus, in Matthew 24:37-39, draws a striking parallel between the end times and the days of Noah. It was a time of great wickedness, with humanity sinking deeper into corruption and evil with each passing day. The Lord, looking upon the world, felt a profound sadness in his heart at the depths of human depravity. Despite numerous warnings and signs, people continued on their path of sin, oblivious to the impending judgment. Witnessing humanity's relentless descent into sin, God felt a deep sorrow and regret for having created mankind. The flood, a catastrophic judgment, was a response to humanity's unrepentant wickedness, serving as a stark reminder of the consequences of rebellion against God. While God, as our Creator and Father, grieves to see his children self-destruct, there are times when his sorrow transforms into righteous anger, prompting decisive action. His love, though powerful, demands tough love when necessary. Throughout history, we see instances of God's tough love in action, such as the flood during Noah's time and the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah. These events underscore God's unwavering commitment to address sin and avail through necessary measures. Sin, inherently opposed to God's nature, has wrought immense suffering and evil upon the world. God's actions are aimed at countering these consequences and guiding humanity back to righteousness. The eradication of sin is vital for the establishment of God's kingdom, where true peace and happiness reign, and all traces of sorrow and suffering are comforted. The urgency of watching and remaining faithful, as emphasized in Revelation chapter 16, highlights the importance of vigilance and faithfulness. The impending 7 plagues before Christ's second coming necessitate believers to remain vigilant and uphold spiritual integrity, symbolized by faithful garments. The metaphor of Christ coming as a thief underscores the unexpected nature of these events, urging readiness. Though God's interventions may seem stern, their purpose is to usher in a sin-free kingdom where his ways prevail. The call to watch and remain faithful serves as a beacon of hope, signaling the eventual establishment of a kingdom characterized by genuine peace and eternal joy. In Revelation, those who remain spiritually faithful are depicted as adorned in white robes, symbolizing purity through the cleansing power of Jesus Christ's blood. This imagery underscores the importance of maintaining spiritual vigilance amidst the tumultuous events of the end times. When Christ speaks of being blessed for watching, Revelation 16:15 says, "Behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garments, lest he walk naked, and they see his shame." This goes beyond merely observing celestial signs. It encompasses staying attuned to global events and, most importantly, guarding against religious deception. Angels play a significant role in Christ's return, a fact foretold in Scripture. According to Matthew 25:31, when the Son of Man returns in his glory, he will be accompanied by all the angels. This signifies not only their presence, but also their active participation in the momentous event. Their presence represents the culmination of every believer's hope, the triumphant return of Jesus Christ. For devout believers, the return of Jesus Christ holds the promise of ultimate fulfillment, a divine reunion eagerly awaited with the Savior. As the moment of Christ's return approaches, believers are urged to stay vigilant, adorned with the garments of spiritual loyalty, and prepared for his imminent arrival. In Revelation 5, a heavenly scene unfolds vividly. Angels encircle the throne of the Lamb, Jesus Christ, engaging in perpetual worship. Their united chorus proclaims, "Worthy is the Lamb that was slain," affirming his supremacy and offering him honor, glory, and blessing. This unwavering devotion serves as a testament to their unwavering commitment to Jesus Christ, the central figure of their affection. James 4:14 reminds us of the fleeting nature of human life, likening it to a vapor that appears briefly and then vanishes. It prompts us to contemplate the brevity of our time on earth, contrasting with the eternal perspective angels possess while we grapple with uncertainties about the future. Despite the transient nature of human life, we often devote our years to pursuits that tie us to the temporary. We elevate worldly endeavors, such as careers, wealth, and relationships, to the status of idols, offering them our devoted worship. However, angels grasp the true nature of reality and comprehend the depth of Christ's divine plan. In response, they bow in adoration, making Christ the focal point of their existence. To echo the heavenly choir, we must place Christ at the center of our lives. Our worship is shown by embracing his gift of salvation, resisting worldly temptations, and giving our utmost to him. It requires us to yield our desires to his divine plan, echoing the words, "Not my will, but yours be done." Let's unite with the celestial chorus in praising Christ the Lord, committing ourselves to his service and recognizing his authority. Through worship and obedience, let's declare, "Oh, come, let us adore him, Christ the Lord."
In the heart of Jerusalem, a historic barrier known as the Golden Gate has remained sealed since the 16th century, echoing a prophecy by Ezekiel that it would only be reopened by a prince, whom Christians identify as Jesus. This extraordinary event has ignited speculation about its potential significance and the profound implications it may hold for humanity's final opportunity to unite with Jesus. The sealing of the Golden Gate is intricately linked to a prophecy found in Ezekiel, chapter 44, verse 13. This passage foretells that the gate will remain closed until the return of a prince, believed by Christians to be Jesus. The gate transcends its mere physical form, representing a symbolic portal to eternal life through Jesus, directly aligning with the biblical path to salvation. The Eastern Gate, also referred to as the Golden Gate, stands as an emblematic landmark in Jerusalem. Its importance extends beyond its physical presence, serving as a timeless monument that shapes our perception of the past and aspirations for the future. The gate's narrative holds profound meaning for Jews, Christians, and Muslims, weaving its legacy into the spiritual tapestries of these major faiths. It plays a pivotal role in the city's layout and the sacred narratives of these diverse belief systems. Historically, the Eastern Gate is believed to be the entrance through which the Messiah will enter Jerusalem. This belief is deeply rooted in religious prophecy, particularly within Christianity and Judaism, imbuing the sealed doors with profound spiritual significance. Sultan Suleiman's decision to seal the gate in the 16th century was not merely a defensive or architectural maneuver. It was a deliberate act imbued with religious connotations, interpreted by many as a fulfillment of biblical prophecies, signaling the imminence of significant events. The closed gate serves as a potent reminder of the interplay between faith and history. Human actions can resonate through time, influencing the spiritual and future expectations of diverse communities. Each layer of understanding uncovers deeper insights into the human spirit, our quest for meaning, and the intricate connection between our stories, beliefs, and the tangible world that surrounds us. Beyond its historical context, the closing of the gate symbolizes the Christian belief that Jesus is the sole bridge between humanity and God. This symbolism is further magnified by the anticipation of Jesus' return. Many believers perceive the reopening of this sealed gate by Jesus as a momentous event, signifying his return and the fulfillment of God's promises. This belief intertwines the past with the future, connecting prophecies, historical events, and core beliefs, revealing a continuous thread woven throughout Christian teachings. In the heart of Jerusalem, where faith and history intertwine, a gate stands as a testament to God's plan and the enduring hope of believers. This city, revered by multiple religions and a backdrop for pivotal events, lends exceptional significance to this gate's existence. Far more than just a physical structure, the gate embodies God's unwavering promises and the aspirations of the faithful. For Christians, it serves as a powerful symbol of cherished traditions and the eagerly anticipated return of Jesus. It is not merely a relic of the past, but a living testament that continues to inspire reflection and contemplation among believers and scholars alike. The gate's very presence speaks volumes about the enduring power of faith, bridging the tangible and spiritual realms and shaping contemporary religious discourse. Enclosed within Jerusalem's old city's sturdy walls, 8 main gates stand guard. The eastern gate, facing the revered Mount of Olives, stands out prominently due to its sealed state and its distinction as the oldest, dating back to approximately 520 AD. Revered by Christians as the Golden Gate, its significance is deeply interwoven with the rich tapestry of history and spirituality that defines the region. Beyond its historical significance, the Eastern Gate serves as a beacon of hope and fulfillment for many believers. Its sealed condition adds a layer of mystery and intrigue, leading to diverse interpretations and prophecies. Widely believed to be connected to momentous events foretold in religious texts, the gate's closure has become a focal point for those who seek to unravel the mysteries of prophecy. Its strategic position, overlooking the Mount of Olives, further deepens its significance as it connects to pivotal moments in the life of Jesus, solidifying its importance within the Christian tradition. The gate's enduring presence in Jerusalem, a city that has witnessed countless conflicts and transformations, stands as a poignant reminder of the unwavering nature of faith. It serves as a testament to the city's resilient spirit and its pivotal role in the spiritual lives of millions worldwide. In Hebrew tradition, the Sha'ar Harakamim, also known as Sha'ar Harakamimi, holds a place of profound reverence. It marks the closest point to the sacred grounds where the Jewish temple once stood, making it a cherished gathering place for Jewish prayer and reflection. This very gate was sealed by Ottoman Sultan Suleiman in 1541, and its current form showcases a double entrance leading to 2 arched chambers, a testament to the architectural style of the 16th century. Known as the Golden Gate, it graces the northern side of the eastern wall of the Temple Mount. Its construction and reconstruction have spanned various historical epochs, beginning during the reign of King Hezekiah and undergoing enhancements during Zerubbabel's time, the Hasmonean dynasty, and most notably the Herodian period. The current gate is believed to have been built upon the very foundations of an earlier gate from the same wall. Beneath its sealed entrance, an arch from the ancient gate remains visible, a silent witness to its rich and extensive history. The gate's concealed purpose reflects ancient rituals and beliefs, adding another layer of fascination to its enduring legacy. However, the revelations continued to unfold. The descent from the Temple Mount to the gatehouse involved traversing a wide staircase leading to a substantial rectangular base, 24 meters in length and 17 meters in width, fortified by thick exterior walls. This expansive space was ingeniously divided into 2 equal halves by a series of columns. Beneath the ground, in a subterranean tomb, the apex of an ancient arch was visible, its lower stones remaining buried. This intriguing detail revealed that the original ground level was once significantly lower than its present position. In a fascinating display of adaptive reuse, the Ottomans later transformed this sealed gate into a watchtower, repurposing its inherent strength for a new function. This alteration serves as merely one illustration of the countless transformations this remarkable site has undergone throughout the ages. Yet, the most intriguing aspect of the Golden Gate's story lies in its eastern facade. Historically, this side featured two imposing doorways, each crowned with a semicircular arch and an ornamental band, separated by a sturdy column. These doorways, each spanning 390 meters in width, were sealed during the Ottoman era, lending the gate a solemn and enigmatic aura. The design of the Golden Gate bears a striking resemblance to other structures in the Levant region, reflecting a rich tapestry of cultural influences. The central hall, accessible through the gate's openings, leads to a rectangular domed area measuring 20.37 meters in length and 10.50 meters in width. Originally, this space was adorned with 6 shallow elliptical domes, but these were later modified into 2 larger domes. These domes are supported by arches that gracefully ascend from 2 pilasters at the entrances and 2 central columns, establishing a captivating rhythm that guides visitors through this historical and spiritual sanctuary. But the Golden Gate's narrative extends even further. The harmonious combination of these design elements, its rich and storied history, and the seamless blending of cultural influences make the Golden Gate a truly unique and captivating component of the Al-Aqsa area. It transcends its function as a mere gate. It is a passage through time, a testament to the incredible craftsmanship and architectural genius of its creators, and a portal into a rich tapestry of cultures. The Golden Gate's design features a distinctive element where the facade extends 2 meters from the wall. This unusual feature invites contemplation and speculation about the gate's original purpose and historical significance. Moreover, the Golden Gate boasts a long and intriguing history, marked by repeated cycles of opening and closure over the centuries. Muslims first sealed it in 810. Crusaders reopened it in 1102, but Saladin sealed it again in 1187. Later, in 1541, Ottoman Sultan Suleiman the Magnificent undertook a restoration of the gate and the surrounding city walls, only to seal them permanently. This closure has endured to the present day, leaving the Golden Gate shrouded in mystery and intrigue. Suleiman's decision to seal the gate transcended mere defensive considerations, suggesting a deeper symbolic or spiritual motivation that continues to captivate historians and scholars alike. Suleiman's decision to seal the gate may have been rooted in defensive strategy, but it also intertwined with religious beliefs. Jewish tradition holds that the Messiah will enter through the Golden Gate. Aware of this, and recognizing that Muslims also venerate Jesus as a Messiah, Suleiman may have sealed the gate to thwart the entry of any false messiahs. To further ensure this, the Ottomans established a cemetery in front of the gate, believing that Elijah, who is expected to precede the Messiah, would be unable to traverse a cemetery. However, certain Jewish laws do permit exceptions for priests to enter cemeteries under specific circumstances. In more recent times, Israeli authorities closed access to the Golden Gate on the Temple Mount in 2003 due to its management by a group associated with Hamas. This action also aimed to halt unauthorized construction by the Islamic Waqf, which was causing damage to ancient Jewish artifacts. Despite these ongoing tensions, the gate's interior was reopened to Muslim worshippers in February 2019, although the gate itself remains sealed. This continued closure serves as a poignant reminder of how history, religion, and politics continue to shape the narrative of the Golden Gate. Over countless centuries, the walls and gates of Jerusalem have been repeatedly raised and rebuilt. The Eastern Gate stands as the oldest, maintaining its original location throughout history. During Suleiman the Magnificent's extensive reconstruction efforts between 1539 and 1542, this gate remained untouched. Large stones dating back to the 6th century BC, likely placed during Nehemiah's time, attest to its deep historical roots and enduring significance. However, the most fascinating chapter in the Eastern Gate story unfolded in 1541, when Suleiman made the fateful decision to seal it. This was not merely a construction decision, it was a profound act laden with symbolism and meaning. It fulfilled a prophecy from the biblical book of Ezekiel, written over 2 millennia earlier. Suleiman's choice to block the gate is particularly intriguing given his Islamic faith, as it underscores the interconnectedness of different faiths and the shared reverence for this ancient city. The sealed gate has not been without its challenges and controversies. During the Six-Day War, some Jewish soldiers sought to force open the Eastern Gate, believing it would represent a significant victory. However, an Orthodox Jewish leader vehemently opposed this, asserting that the gate should remain closed until the arrival of the Messiah, a belief deeply rooted in religious tradition. Yet, the Eastern Gate's story doesn't end there. In 1917, during World War I, Muslim authorities formulated a plan to completely destroy the gate in an attempt to break the prophecy's power and assert control. However, fate intervened, and their plans were thwarted. On the very day they intended to demolish it, the city fell under British control. This unexpected turn of events added another layer of complexity to the historical and spiritual tapestry surrounding the Eastern Gate, as each group's actions seemed to be part of a larger, unseen pattern of destiny and belief. Jewish rabbis hold a steadfast belief that the Messiah will emerge as a mighty military leader from the East. They envision this savior entering through the Eastern Gate of Jerusalem, ushering in an era of liberation for the city. To prevent this from occurring, Muslims sealed the gate centuries ago and strategically placed a cemetery in front of it. They believed that no devout rabbi would willingly cross a graveyard, thus thwarting the prophecy's fulfillment. Ironically, this action only served to further highlight and reinforce the very prophecy they sought to suppress. This interplay extends to the New Testament, where Peter, in the book of Acts, chapter 2, cites the prophet Joel, whose words are often linked to Christ's second coming. This connection loops back to Ezekiel 44:1-2, hinting at the gate's pivotal role in future events. While Jesus didn't explicitly mention the Eastern Gate, Peter's use of the prophecy suggests a deeper significance. Perhaps the Golden Gate serves as a precursor, a glimpse into the future. The term foretaste allows us to cautiously interpret the Golden Gate as an early embodiment of the future Eastern Gate in the Millennial Kingdom. However, it's essential to balance this interpretation with clear biblical teachings, not relying solely on historical events or beliefs. Theological discussions connect the Golden Gate with Ezekiel's Temple Gate visions, yet these interpretations vary. Many scholars argue that Ezekiel referred to a temple gate distinct from the current Golden Gate, introducing ambiguity. Intriguingly, Jewish tradition links the sealed Golden Gate to the anticipated return of the Shekinah, God's divine presence, in the Messianic age. This elevates the gate into a symbol of hope and divine promise, alluding to a unique East Gate in the future millennial temple, distinguished by its location and prolonged closure. Nearly 5 centuries ago, Sultan Suleiman, a prominent Muslim leader, sealed the Eastern Gate with 16 feet of cement. This act transcended defense. It held religious implications, likely aimed at thwarting events that could align with Christian prophecies about the Messiah's arrival. Ezekiel's references to the gate, such as the Lord's glory departing and returning through it in chapters 10 and 11, further solidify its importance. The prophecy of the gate bridges past and future, shaping interpretations and expectations today. This intricate tapestry of traditions, scriptures, and human actions keeps the Eastern Gate's narrative central in discussions about Jerusalem's destiny and the unfolding of divine prophecies. In Ezekiel's prophecies, the Eastern Gate becomes a focal point of spiritual significance. He witnesses the glorious return of the Lord through this gate, Ezekiel 43:1-5, signifying a profound spiritual revival. However, the gate is then commanded to be shut, Ezekiel 44:1-2, suggesting the Lord's holiness and the fact that no one else is worthy to follow in his footsteps. Later in Ezekiel 46:12, a prince is granted access to the gate for offerings, often interpreted as a direct reference to Jesus Christ. This interpretation aligns with the New Testament account in Matthew 21:1-11, where Jesus enters Jerusalem triumphantly, mirroring the prophesied return of God's glory. The fact that Muslim authorities later sealed the gate is seen by some as a fulfillment of the prophecy to close it permanently. This has led to speculation that the gate will only be reopened when Christ returns for his second coming, entering Jerusalem through the now sealed Eastern Gate, as predicted in Zechariah 14:4. The Golden Gate holds deep spiritual and historical importance within Bait al-Maqdis, particularly during the period of Muslim rule. Prominent figures like Ubadah ibn al-Samit recognized the strong connection between the eastern wall of this holy site and beliefs about the end times. The renowned Islamic scholar Ibn Kathir clarified that this wall is not the same as the one mentioned in Surah 57:13 of the Quran. However, early Islamic scholars often used the Eastern Gate's wall to interpret this verse, which may have led to the tradition of burying the dead outside the eastern wall of the Al-Aqsa Mosque. The name Al-Rahmah, Gate of Mercy, suggests that the Eastern Gate has ancient roots, potentially dating back to its initial construction. This name hints at a deeper symbolic connection to the site, particularly the sacred rock associated with themes of the last day. As such, Bab al-Rahmah transcends its physicality, becoming a symbolic portal to paradise or divine mercy, further enhancing its spiritual significance within the community. Built during the early Islamic era, this gate stands as a significant landmark in the area. In Jewish tradition, the Eastern Gate is highly significant. It is believed to be the place where the divine presence, or Shekinah, appeared and will reappear when the Messiah comes, as prophesied in Ezekiel 44:1-3. This enduring belief might explain why, during the Middle Ages, especially the Crusader period, Jews gathered here to pray for divine mercy, recognizing it as a gateway to the divine. Located in the heart of the city near the Western Wall, the Golden Gate, known as Sha'ar Harachamim, holds deep religious importance. In Christian texts outside the Bible, this historic gate is where Mary's parents, Joachim and Anne, met, marking the beginning of the concept of the Immaculate Conception. Many artworks depict this meeting, illustrating important moments in Mary's life. Some experts think this gate is the same as the beautiful gate mentioned in Acts 3 of the Bible, but this idea is debated due to confusion between the Latin word aurea, golden, and the Greek word horos, beautiful. The Golden Gate is also central to Jesus' life story. According to the Bible, Jesus entered Jerusalem through this gate on Palm Sunday, riding a donkey, fulfilling a prophecy in Ezekiel 44:1-3. The Synoptic Gospels support this, adding to the gate's historical and spiritual importance. These stories highlight the gate's symbolism for key moments of faith and prophecy in the city's religious history. The story continues with Jesus descending from the Mount of Olives and heading to the Temple Mount, as described in Mark 11:1 and 11:11. The Gospel of John mentions that the Pharisees observed this event, possibly from the Temple Mount as well. For those who believe in the prophecy of Ezekiel 44:1-3, the Golden Gate holds deep spiritual meaning. Muslims call it Bab al-Rahmah, also meaning Golden Gate, and view it as the gate of eternal life. It's not just an old, beautiful building, but a place of deep religious importance. Muslims believe this is where Allah will judge everyone and where the resurrection will happen. This shared respect for the same gate by Christians and Muslims shows a unique connection between the two faiths, each seeing it with its own spiritual significance. This shared significance adds another layer of meaning and history, making the Golden Gate a powerful symbol for both faiths. The Golden Gate's history is rich and complex, with layers of cultural and religious significance. The Golden Gate in Jerusalem is a very important place when it comes to the idea of the Messiah coming, both in the past and in the future. This place is full of history and has been the center of many discussions and arguments. Jewish customs and stories that aren't found in the Bible were used by medieval Christian artists to show the life of Mary, the mother of Jesus. These artists painted pictures of the meeting between Jesus' grandparents, Joachim and Anne, at the Golden Gate. This meeting was a symbol of the ideal of pure marriage for Christians. The tradition of a groom carrying his bride over the threshold might have come from the symbolism of the Golden Gate. In medieval art, the idea of Mary's Immaculate Conception was often shown in paintings of the Virgin and Child with Saint Anne. These paintings, known as materza in Italian, showed three generations: grandmother, mother, and son, making a visual connection across different times. This imagery greatly influenced Pope John Paul II, especially in his work called Theology of the Body. He wrote a collection of texts called Crossing the Threshold of Hope to make the Catholic faith stronger by exploring these ideas. Through his philosophical work, Pope John Paul II wanted to help believers understand the deeper meanings of these sacred meetings and symbols, encouraging a closer connection to their faith. Right before the start of the year 2000, many important writings started to discuss the problems of caring too much about material things and the increase in non-religious views. This was a crucial time as the difference between the physical world and the spiritual world became very clear. A strong symbol of this is the Golden Gate, often seen as representing the mystical body of the Church, which is honored as the bride of Christ in many traditions. In Christian teachings about the end of the world, the first light of dawn in the East reminds believers of when Jesus came back to life on Easter Sunday. It also points to the direction from which Christians believe Jesus will return. This idea is very important in Christian traditions. For example, many churches are built facing east, and many old Christian cities have gates that open towards the east, showing this spiritual belief and expectation. This architectural choice shows a deep respect for what happened on Easter morning and a hopeful look toward when Christians believe Christ will return. It mixes remembering the past with looking forward to the future, which are both important parts of the Christian faith. The focus on facing east, both in buildings and city plans, wasn't just about which way things faced. It was a real sign of a spiritual belief, keeping hope and memory alive in people's everyday lives. By facing east, people are constantly reminded of the promise of Christ's return. It connects what they do every day with big spiritual ideas. It's not just about the past or the future, but about how these beliefs affect what people do and decide right now. This practice helps connect believers across time, giving them a feeling of being together and having a shared purpose. It's like saying, "I believe," every day, linking what happened long ago with what Christians hope for, making the spiritual journey a normal part of life. In many cities, special religious objects are put in important places for two reasons: to keep the city safe and to bless people who travel through. For example, in Vilnius, Lithuania, the Ostra Brahma has a picture of Our Lady of the Gate of Dawn, which is important for both Roman Catholic and Orthodox Christians. This mix of protection and spirituality can be found in other historical places too. It's believed to be the place where Mary's parents met again after the angel Gabriel told Mary she would have Jesus. This is a special moment because it's about Jesus being born, even though Mary was a virgin. Some stories also say that Jesus went through this gate on Palm Sunday, which makes it even more important. But there's even more to it than that. Over time, the Eastern Gate of Jerusalem, which is now closed, has become more than just a locked gate. It's a symbol of things that happened in the past, predictions about the future, and strong faith. The gate has a long and complex story that connects to important religious events. From when a Muslim leader named Sultan Suleiman closed it to how it's mentioned in the Bible by Ezekiel, the Eastern Gate is a place that people can explore to learn about its history and what it means for their faith. The gate is full of religious history and has an important place in the city. Over many years, it has seen lots of big events happen. It's more than just a building. It's a deep symbol that connects our world to God. It was closed for centuries, and it's like a reminder of the connection between people and God.